If the words blood and sausage make you squirm, you're not alone. It sounds more like a vampire's brunch than breakfast. But the truth? This dish has one of the tastiest backstories in food history. Born from necessity, it was a clever way to use every part of an animal, and over time it evolved into a beloved dish found in kitchens worldwide. From survival food to cultural staple, blood sausage has traveled through centuries and continents. So how did people everywhere turn blood into a delicacy? Let's find out right here on History of Food. The story of blood sausage starts in the same place where most of humanity's weirdest but most enduring recipes begin: necessity. Thousands of years ago, humans didn't exactly have the luxury of throwing out parts of an animal. If you hunted or slaughtered a pig, sheep, cow, or goat, you used everything. Meat, obviously. Organs, stew them, fat, cook with it. And blood? Well, you couldn't just pour it out. It's rich in protein and iron. So some brilliant and probably very hungry ancient person decided, hey, what if I mix this blood with fat, some grains, and maybe some herbs, then stuff it into the animal's intestines? And thus, blood sausage was born. It's the ultimate no-waste food. If modern zero-waste influencers existed back then, they'd be hashtagging it all over cave walls. Blood sausage isn't just ancient, it's biblically ancient. The earliest written mention comes from Homer's Odyssey, written around the 8th century BCE. In one scene, there's literally a reference to roasting a sausage made of blood and fat over a fire. Picture it. Warriors, epic poetry, gods meddling in human affairs, and somewhere in the middle of it all, somebody turning a blood sausage on a stick. That's humanity for you. The Romans also adored their version, known as botulus, which actually gave us the modern word botulism. Don't let that kill your appetite, though. The name just stuck around, while thankfully the food safety practices have improved. Roman banquets would feature blood sausage as part of their spread, showing that it wasn't just a poor person's food. It could be a delicacy, too. Fast forward through centuries, and blood sausage pops up almost everywhere, each country adding its own flair. In the UK and Ireland, black pudding is made with pig's blood, oats, and fat, a full English breakfast staple. Spain's morcilla can be mixed with rice, onions, or even sweetened with cinnamon. Germany's Blutwurst is hearty and spiced, sometimes with barley, usually served with sauerkraut. In the Nordic countries, blood sausage is comfort food, eaten with lingonberry jam for a sweet and savory kick. Across Asia and the Americas, the tradition continues. The Philippines has dinuguan, a pork blood stew usually paired with puto, rice cakes. Korea's sundae stuffs pig's blood with noodles and rice, making it a beloved street food. China offers regional varieties from blood tofu to soups. In Latin America, Argentina, Colombia, and Mexico all have morcilla-style sausages, grilled during family barbecues. Different names, different flavors, but everywhere people turned blood into something worth gathering around. No matter where humans went, they found a way to turn blood into food, a survival instinct as much as a tradition. Blood sausage caught on because it was practical. Blood spoils fast, but mixing it with grains, stuffing it, and cooking it made it last longer and more filling. And it wasn't just food prep. Making it was a communal event, from slaughter to stuffing, turning necessity into tradition. So, where does blood sausage stand today? Well, like many traditional foods, it's having a bit of a renaissance. Chefs around the world are reimagining it as gourmet fare. Instead of being just peasant food, it now shows up on fine dining menus, often paired with fancy sauces, fruits, or even plated as an artistic centerpiece. There's also a push toward sustainability in modern cooking. Using every part of the animal is back in style, and blood sausage checks all the boxes: sustainable, resourceful, and deeply rooted in cultural history. Plus, let's be real, it's high in protein and iron, so it even fits the whole superfood narrative. Somewhere a marketing exec is trying to brand it as the next kale. In Iceland, blood pudding was once so valuable that families measured wealth by how many they had for winter. In Poland, it's grilled at markets, smoky and bold, while in New York, black pudding shows up on brunch plates beside avocado toast. Even Anthony Bourdain called it one of the greatest things you can eat. High praise for a humble sausage. You might be wondering, how did something that sounds so unappetizing become so universally loved? The answer lies in flavor and texture. A good blood sausage isn't just about the blood, it's the spices, the grains, the onions, the herbs. The blood gives it richness and depth, but the other ingredients round it out. When cooked right, blood sausage is savory, slightly sweet, earthy, and deeply comforting. Pair it with bread, potatoes, or something tart like apples or vinegar, and suddenly it makes perfect sense. It's also about nostalgia. For many people, blood sausage is tied to family traditions, cultural pride, or childhood memories. What might sound weird to outsiders is, for others, the taste of home. So there you have it, the history of blood sausage, a dish that has traveled through time, cultures, and kitchens, surviving because humans are both practical and endlessly creative when it comes to food. What started as a thrifty way not to waste blood has become a celebrated dish worldwide. Next time you see black pudding at brunch, morsilla at a tapas bar, or sundae at a Korean street stall, you'll know you're eating a piece of human history, a recipe so good it's lasted thousands of years. Then take a big bite, smile, and maybe don't mention the word congealed. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution.